Alright guys, so now we've talked about Colorado State University, about how it's a public institution, its faculty to student ratio is 16:1, and it takes about 6 to 8 years to complete a bachelor's degree. We also mentioned that the dominant ethnicity is white, with them being 72% dominant. And also their campus is a great combination of buildings and green scenery due to how many plants and trees that are planted around campus. So now I'm going to go a little bit deeper and I'm going to talk about some of the pros and cons or advantages and disadvantages about going to Colorado State University or CSU. Okay, so now we're going to start things off on a positive note. So one of the best things about Colorado State University is that they have many openings for job employment. So pretty much you can pick a student job from administration to working at the recreational center. There's always going to be many opportunities for you to be able to get a job as soon as you enroll in Colorado State University. Also, another great advantage that you kids are going to have is that Colorado State offers 78 different types of degrees, which can actually be broken down into 72 different majors. So that's gonna give you a big variety of where to choose. So you can pretty much pick anything starting from A at agriculture to all the way down to V in visual arts. You'll be able to make a selection of whatever makes you happy or whatever actually calls your interest. And now for a final advantage, Colorado State has an 82.6% acceptance rate, which pretty much can be seen as 8 out of 10 students being accepted and enrolled into CSU. Now the requirements are pretty straightforward. They pretty much just ask for you to keep a GPA of 3.6 and higher, and as long as your grades are within the area of A's and B's, you're going to be totally accepted. They're a little bit more lenient when it comes to C's, but that's pretty much applying mainly to AP and pre-AP classes. Okay, so now I know that all sounds pretty cool and interesting, but unfortunately I have to talk about some of the disadvantages as well about going to CSU. Now, it may sound like a perfect campus, but no campus comes without its little imperfections, so I'm going to just give you guys a little bit of the disadvantages about going to CSU. So, nationwide, CSU has an overall rating of a B when it comes to education quality, and that pretty much just comes to the reason about how some of the students have a little bit of problems communicating with their professors or with their teachers. It's really nothing on the way they teach or on the way the students learn. It's pretty much just a miscommunication. So if you're having trouble in the class, unfortunately, there wouldn't be your teacher there to help you as much as they should. Also, this is all coming directly from the student body there at CSU. And another problems that they have is mainly with administration, and that goes all the way to like financial aid, your counselors, teachers, because students there feel like they aren't being listened, especially when it comes to decision on like how to spend your own money. So I don't think you guys want to be taken advantage of and just be paying and then not having the decision of how to spend your own money, right? So that's another disadvantage that you're going to get. Your opinion is going to be a little bit put under the rug. But I mean, if that doesn't bother you, then go ahead. One final disadvantage about CSU is that unfortunately they don't take pride in their sports department or anything having to do with sports related. So if you want to be an athlete or if you're going for a scholarship because of football, soccer, or anything else, unfortunately there's not going to be much room for you to grow, due to the fact that the administration isn't going to recognize you as much as they should. Okay guys, so I'm going to leave it there. These are just some of the few pros and cons or advantages and disadvantages about attending CSU. I just want you guys to really think about it, because the experience that each and every one of you are going to have is going to be very different from somebody else's, right? So I don't want to discourage you from going to this school, but just go into with the mindset that you might have a better experiences than others. So as long as you go to college, You guys are set.